Hey guys, it's Rush G here. How are you all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another controller review. We're looking at the 8BitDo M30 pad. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It is a controller. It's a 6-button controller in terms of face buttons and then 2 shoulder buttons, as you can see there. Based on the Sega Mega Drive 6-button pad, if you remember that control pad. I don't think the Mega Drive pad had the shoulders, so it's a nice addition, the shoulder buttons. But yeah, a circular D-pad, feels great. The exact same buttons as you remember on the old Mega Drive 6-button pad and the shoulders. The controller itself, it's relatively cheap, to be fair. I paid £25 from Amazon, I believe it was. And for £25, the quality, it's really good. I'm pretty impressed considering the price. If you compare it to the Hori Fighting Commander, still around like £40–50 I believe, if you're not importing it. And then you've got the new, what's the name of it now? PowerA. The PowerA Fightpad, that's brand new, which I've got, and you guys hopefully have seen that review. And that's £55 brand new from Amazon. So yeah, this is nice. It's very well priced, and considering the price, it's well built. The 8BitDo. I'm just going to talk about the good and the bad. That's about it, and what I've experienced so far playing with this pad on Street Fighter 5. So the good first. The build quality I've mentioned. It's good for the price. The buttons themselves, the feedback in terms of the face buttons and the shoulders is fantastic. Really good. I love the D-pad. Now I've switched from a ball of thumb type, how would I word it, style of play using the D-pad, not style of play, but the way I use the D-pad, I'd use the ball of my thumb previously. I'm now using tip of thumb for more accuracy, and it's definitely more accurate. I feel it works really well with this pad. The D-pad has good feedback, and this is something I didn't realise was important, but the feedback from the D-pad is great on this one. It moves just enough but not too much, if that makes sense, but you feel every button press. It feels very nice. It feels very nice and tight, if that makes any sense. Doesn't move excessively, so I really like that about the D-pad. The buttons as well, the feedback on them is really good. It feels really nice. You get a nice sound and you get a nice feel. I like to be able to feel the button pressed down with a push, if that makes sense. As goes with the shoulder buttons. The shoulder buttons have enough resistance, so you've got to, if you can see that, you know, there's a little bit of movement. You have to press it. You can't just lean on it and press. You have to press. It's important. So yeah, great in terms of feedback. The only thing I don't like is, and I get why they've done it this way, is the X, Y, and Z. So the X, Y, Z on this pad, the 3 buttons at the top. I know they're based on the old Mega Drive pad, but they are small, and that's a small gripe I have with the controller. That's probably the only gripe I have with the controller itself. I know it's inspired by or based on the Mega Drive 6-button pad, but if they changed those 3 buttons to be like the ABC, that would have been a real big deal, because you know, the ABC are concaved where these lip outwards, so they've got like a rounded edge where they dip in, so that feels weird. And then obviously the size of them, it's very easy to miss those buttons there. There's not much else to say really. I think, yeah, if you're happy with the layout of this pad in terms of 6 buttons on the face, 2 shoulder buttons, then it's going to serve you really well. It's just a personal preference of mine, but I prefer to have my 2 shoulder buttons on the right hand side rather than left shoulder, right shoulder, just because my right hand can focus on the button presses and the shoulder buttons there. So that I would use the shoulders there, the first shoulder button, the L for 3 punches, and the R shoulder button on this side for and that would be that'd be R1 and R2, wouldn't it? I think that's right, yeah, R1, R2. So R1 would be my 3 punches, R2 would be my 3 kicks. So this hand is dedicated to button press, my left hand then is dedicated to movement with the character. So I don't like using my left hand for inputs and the shoulder at the same time, but it's personal preference. So like, I don't like that, but it doesn't mean you won't like that. So it depends on what you think of the layout. If you like the layout, then it's a no-brainer really. You're going to save money and get a really good pad. The only other point I'll make is the pad is quite small. Now I'm quite a tall guy, very slender fingers, so if I naturally hold this pad now, it's like that, my thumbs, you can see there the tip of my thumb is way off the D-pad, nowhere near it. I have to sit back a bit, if that makes sense, in terms of where it is in my hands, for my thumb to sit on top of the D-pad. So it doesn't really sit natural for me, and that's another personal preference of mine. It's a lovely pad, but it doesn't work for me because of the size. So there's that factor as well. So it's quite a small pad, but again, it's small because it's based on the old Mega Drive pad, and that was quite a small pad as well. I think the Mega Drive 6-button pad was smaller than the 3-button pad, the original 3-button pad. So not a bad. I understand why they built it the way they built it. It's really nice. If you've got small hands and you don't mind the layout, this is the one to get. Probably over the PowerA as well, I'd suggest. But don't take my word for it. Do your own investigation, watch other reviews, and make an informed decision. Hopefully, guys, that's helped. I'm not going to go over the bits and bobs that you get with the pad. There's not much else really going on with the controller in terms of what it is. You've got you've got a rapid fire button here somewhere, but I'm not going to go over them because they're not important. The one thing I will say is this is USB-C, which is pretty nice, man. So you get it's a very small USB-C, Type-C wire with this control pad. That's a nice little touch, but there's not much else that comes in the box. But yeah, that is the 8BitDo M30 pad. Let me know what you think of the pad, and hopefully that review, that overview has helped in terms of giving you an idea of what the pad's about. So guys, thanks for watching. Any questions, any queries, you know the drill. Just fire them away in the comment section and I'll get back to you. Nice one. Take care. Catch you soon.